go for it now. Because if not now, then when? Whether it's this big goal that you have, whether it's this new habit that you want to start, whether you want to learn something new, don't wait for that right moment. Because if you keep on waiting for that right moment, then you'll never get to that moment. So you have this new goal, you see this new habit that you want to adopt and implement into your life. You want to learn this new instrument, you want to learn this new skill. If we wait for that right moment, then we're just going to procrastinate. We're going to wait until we feel like we have all the right information in order to start that thing. And if we feel that we don't have all the right information, we think we're gonna fail and that it's gonna be a total disaster. Whether we know it or not, the best way to learn is through our mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen eventually, no matter what you do. But you have to embrace that feeling and learn from it and move on. For example, if you want to learn how to play a new instrument, just start right now. Just YouTube a 5-minute piano lesson and just do the 5-minute lesson for a week or 2 weeks. And then eventually, you're gonna find yourself learning more and more and more as you go. You're gonna find yourself getting naturally better, being more naturally comfortable with playing the piano as you go on, as you're consistent with it, versus and wanting to wait for that perfect moment, wanting to wait until you felt like you had enough information that you knew about the piano, and then only then will you start to learn playing the piano. But eventually, in all honesty, that moment would never happen because you would procrastinate, and life is filled with distractions. So if it's not on your mind to do it right now, then it will never happen. Understand that the best way to learn is through action and through experience. It's not always getting all the right information and then starting. Especially in today's day and age, don't overthink it. I think when first starting something, we want to be the very best right away. We want to learn that new habit or this new thing at our best right away. And this is an unrealistic way of thinking. You have to understand that being obsessed with progression, you have to reframe your mindset to be obsessed with progression. As long as you're making improvements, whether it's a big improvement or a small improvement, that is what you should strive for. Whatever we want to do, whatever we want to learn, it's on that other side. Do it now. Start off with 5 minutes a day. Do it consistently. And when you're doing that thing, have fun with the journey and understand that there will be some hiccups along the way. But as long as you keep pushing, as long as you keep doing that thing consistently, that is what really matters. The results will eventually come, but as long as you're inputting and doing the thing consistently, I feel like your life will become much, much better because you're doing all the things that you said you wanted to do by just doing it and not by procrastinating and not getting distracted by life or social media or hundreds of other distractions. The key is finding time within the day. It can be as little as 5 minutes. Just make sure you do that thing. Don't think about doing it, just do it. That is the best way to do new things. By being fearless and understanding that as long as I'm doing it now through my actions, that in itself is a win rather than procrastinating and holding it off for months and years because we only have one life. So you might as well do it right now. Tomorrow isn't promised and next week isn't promised. You don't need to be perfect right away. Do it right now, learn through your mistakes, understand, and be patient with yourself. That is a major life lesson that many of us can adopt to instantly improve our lives. You never want to look back as you get older in your life and say, I wish I could have done this. I wish I would have did this. It is our mind that is preventing us from doing that thing. That's why doing it now is so powerful. It destroys our mind from overthinking and procrastinating. I'll give you guys an example. For me, I was never a big reader. I remember in high school, our teacher told us to read this book, and at the end of the semester, we would have to write an essay on it. In my mind, I was like, read this book? It was about 180 pages. I thought to myself, I don't want to read a book. At that time, it was boring to me. However, over the past couple of years, the idea of reading books came back into my mind because, as you know, there's many benefits to reading books, and also with the right books, you can learn so much and you can gain so much knowledge. It is actually insane. So I challenged myself. I told myself I'm gonna read for 15 minutes a day for 5 days a week. And I did that. The more I read, the more I learned how much knowledge I was actually gaining and how much it benefited me in my life. So 15 minutes a day eventually became 25 pages a day for 6 days a week. And now it is an ingrained habit of mine. I've read many books over the past couple of years, and I'm proud to say I love reading books. I love gaining new knowledge from books. That's what I look forward to. And just to see where I came from, to not wanting to read a single book, to actually reading multiple books and enjoying reading now, it just shows the power of doing it now and starting off small and eventually building your way on being obsessed with that progression. And now it's a great benefit in my life. In conclusion, so now I challenge all of you watching this video, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to learn, don't wait for that right moment, because in reality, that right moment is right now. Start small and do it consistently, and I guarantee your life will become better because you are going after everything that you set your mind to, and that is a great skill to have. You're going after everything that you want out of your life because you know that there's only one life, and you're gonna go after everything that you want from this life.